All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about Black Friday today. We only have a few days left, and we're gonna, do the usual stuff: eat French fries and talk about Black Friday. Right, Valerie?
Hey there.
Yeah, totally.
I'd like to agree with you guys if I could.
So Valerie's gonna eat French fries. I'm gonna talk about Black Friday.
Sorry.
So yeah. So any questions you have, go ahead and shoot them in the chat. I'm going to tell you what I think the best ideas are. We're going to be out live streaming. So if you follow me on, or if we're friends on Facebook, everybody in the mastermind should be. If not, send me a friend request. We're going to be live streaming from some of the stores, showing you the deals, showing you the stores. We got a brand new live streaming. We have a brand new live streaming camera. I got a monopod that we're going to take with us. So this thing is ridiculous. So I can now stream to Facebook Live. If you see this, called a Mevo, I'm sure you've seen it all over Facebook. I'm like, my whole feed gets destroyed by ads for this thing. But it's the first camera that lets you stream straight to Facebook Live. So now we can stream from the camera right to Facebook Live. And I got this, you probably can't even see it, but it's called a monopod. It's like a tripod with no legs. So I can extend this, if you can see here, you can extend this thing like 5 feet long. And I got the camera attached to the end of it, and then we're gonna, and then it'll be hooked up to Facebook Live. So we'll be able to get shots of the whole store. You guys can see what's going on if you're not out in the field. And good times will be had by all. But hopefully you don't see any of that because you're going to be out shopping in the stores. I would assume. So your best bet is to plan ahead and decide, what you want to buy, make lists. Optimally, you want to have, really, if you can have 3 people to go for Black Friday, it's the best thing, if not 2. I mean, if you're alone, you're alone, but, hopefully you can at least get a getaway driver, somebody who can, stay with the car, because it's going to be a madhouse trying to find parking spots, and you're going to be going from store to store. So, you're not camping out right now to get the hot deal. Nobody cares about those deals at Walmart and Target. I mean, there's people lined up around the block to care, but we don't care. We're not going there to get the $99 TV or the Xbox or the, PS4 or whatever hot deals they have for their doorbusters. What we're going for is everything else. So if there's a 60 or 80 page ad at Walmart, and I know exactly how big every single Black Friday ad that's been released is. Some of them have up to 2,000 products this year in their ad. So, there's only a handful of them are the doorbusters. The ones that people are waiting in line for, there's probably only a half dozen at the most at each store. We're not worried about those. We're worried about, the other things, the cheaper electronics, DVDs, if you sell DVDs, video games, there's clothing and tons of toys and all kinds of other stuff. It's really going to be worth it. I know that they've been holding back. I've talked to some distributors that, and some managers at Walmart, and I know that, I know for a fact that the reason why nobody has seen any hatchables lately is because they're being held for Black Friday, because they want to have as many for Black Friday as they can, because nobody knew it was going to be as big of a deal as it is. So with the deal with Hatchimals is they weren't expecting it to be a big deal, so it's in everybody's Black Friday ads, and it has been for a long time. So now they're kind of stuck at being the hottest toy out there, and they did all this promotion that they could get them for Black Friday. So now they've been having to hold all their stock so they have enough for Black Friday. That's not to say that the price is going to tank, because it really is one of the hottest things out. So I don't think any kind of supply is going to keep up with that demand. The prices may go down a little bit, but you're definitely going to make money. I mean, they're selling for $200 to $250 on Amazon. So, they're going to stay in that range till Christmas, I'm sure. So the biggest thing is to do your research. The top three things that we're going to do is, of course, do your research, go through those ads, decide what stores you want to go to. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're there when the sale starts, because the things that there's still stuff going to be there. So you get ads, make checklists of the things you want at each store. Get a driver if you can, and have somebody come with you if you can. So, optimally in our situation, we're going to have, the best thing is if you can, have somebody who has, handicap parking is always best. So you can get maybe the last few spots that aren't available. And the next thing that you want is, if you can have that driver waiting for you there. The reason we have two people going into the stores.
Sorry.
Right. The reason why we have the multiple people in the stores is if you're either going to be taking multiple shopping carts, or even if you have one shopping cart, there's no room for shopping carts on Black Friday, in Toys R Us or Walmart, or, Target's not usually as bad. Target's usually not as bad, but, definitely at Walmart, you're not going to be able to drive that cart through those aisles. So you're going to get stuck somewhere, and that's going to be the end of it. So you need somebody that can stay in an open area with the cart in a central location. If you're doing one side of the store, keep them there. They can move to the next side when you're done there. And so they have the cart, you get the stuff. You're going to take the stuff to the cart, take it to them that are watching one or two or four carts. And then you're going to go back and get more stuff and work your way through your list, either. And the next thing you need to know is that stuff is not going to be where you expect it to be. So your best bet is to go and in different stores, and I'm just using Walmart as an example, but especially at Walmart, they know the most popular stuff, obviously. So if you're looking for electronics, if you're looking for a video game or a TV, and a lot of stuff is going to concentrate around toys and electronics. So all of the hot stuff for Black Friday is not going to be in the electronics department. They spread it all out all over the store. So, there'll be TVs down the aisles, and it'll be well marked, but you're going to have to know in advance. So you might have TVs down a grocery aisle, just so they can split up the queue lines and split up however they distribute it at those stores. So it's always best if you can get in early, and different Walmarts, have their hours differently. But you're usually able to get in the store before the deal starts. So if it starts, and I don't remember exactly, we can look at that in a bit, but when you, it's always best to be able to go and, check out the store ahead of time, see where they put all those pallets out, and they'll be out there most of the day. So if we look at, so I'm going to share my screen real quick, and we can go over this as we look. Oops. Okay, so that just took us right to Walmart. So let's look at, I'm at Black Friday, BF Ads, of course. Most people know by now this should be my favorite store. We're going to look at Walmart. So The deals actually start at 6 p.m. on Black Friday. We'll open at 6 p.m. this year. So this is the front page. Okay. Are we not able to get that off the screen? Oh, okay. So Black Friday starts 6 p.m. Thursday, November 24th in store, and all day Thursday online. Now, traditionally, that means, it's going to start at midnight, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, online. So usually that's when we're going to start. We're going to start Wednesday night at midnight Eastern time, and we're going to go in and buy whatever we think we want. Usually not everything is available, and a lot of the stuff is going to sell out. Like $125 40-inch TV, I would assume that's going to be one of their doorbusters. I know they're doing the guaranteed in stock stuff as well, so I'm not sure which ones there are. I actually haven't spent a whole lot of time looking at the actual ads this year because we've been we've been doing the scans with the ads, which we talked about in that webinar we did. So I was just looking to see if they were doing any of the guaranteed in stock stuff, but as you can see, while supplies last, of course, because a lot of the stuff is going to sell out, people are going to be going for those TVs, and there's only a handful of stuff. $2 DVDs are usually a really hot seller, and okay, so they got $2 DVDs, $4 DVDs, $7 DVDs, and $8 DVDs. So the deals are going to start here at 6 p.m. The stores are different. Sometimes some of the stores decide to close, some of the Walmarts, and some of them are going to be open all day long. So if your store is going to be open all day long, or the stores that you're planning on going to, and each one's going to set them up differently. But if your store is going to be open all day, then I would recommend, we spend Thanksgiving with our family. I'm not going out until evening time, but if there's some of these hot deals that you want to get, then you're going to have to be there when it starts. But if this starts at 6, maybe I don't show up there till 8 or 9 p.m. because the stuff that I want isn't going to be, people aren't going to be fighting and waiting in line for, things like DVDs or, headphones or, wow, Tone Pros for $29. That's a serious deal right there. Nice. So people, I'm sure, are going to be fighting over this $200 iPad mini and whatever other deals, $119 Chromebook. But these aren't things that are going to be good for resale. But there's going to be tons of stuff.
Yeah. When you get a chance.
You have a question?
No, there's one in the chat that kind of it applies to being on Walmart and adding items to your wish list.
Right.
It says loading items into your wish list ahead of time work.
Yes, John, you can go to these links, and I'll tell you, some stores have this stuff active. We did cover this in our, I think the webinar I was on Christopher Grant with. Of course, all you guys didn't do that, but what you can do, it works at Walmart, may or may not work at other stores. Walmart has all of these deals live right now. So, some of the things that are special buys just for Black Friday, they may not be in stock. Like this one is out of stock, but, there's, I think, about 160 stores that will have Black Friday ads. And, when we ran our last scan for BF ads, there was about 100 that were, the ads were actually leaked. So if you go here for Walmart, you can see this one here is in stock, but it's not available. It's sold out. So it'll go in stock, however many they have for the online buying, and then, you know, they'll be in the stores as well. And you'll be able to add them to your wish list at Walmart. But other stores, stores like, I know Kmart, when something's sold out, they just pull it out of the inventory. So if you tried to go to the link, it wouldn't even exist. So, you know, it would say that page isn't found. So obviously, if it's not a page in their catalog, then you can't add it to the wish list. But at Walmart, for sure, you can go to these links, you can add them to your wish list, and then when they do come in stock, you know, when you hit that, whenever it starts on Wednesday or whatever it is, you can just click on them, or you know, hit the add to cart, and that's all there is. That's all there is to it. It's going to be very easy to do with a store like Walmart. You know, but keep in mind, and don't hold me to that for every store. Like I said, you know, some stores remove them from their inventory when it's not available, or if it's not going to go live till a certain time, they won't have it there. But with Walmart, you can do that. You can add it to your wish list. You can't add it to your cart because it's not available. It's currently sold out, but it will come back in stock at that time. And beyond that, I believe you can also print out your wish list. So if there's stuff you're going to try and go and get in stores, you can add the stuff to your wish list and then print out a copy of your wish list, which will make things very easy as well. Back over here. I think there was some other questions I got privately.
Do you want me to, I mean, we have the wish list video that you made. Do you want me to post in here? Just got the video thing. I know that one.
Yeah, we actually did make one. There is a, now that I think about that, right, Valerie? Valerie can post that link, but there is a wish list app, a Chrome extension, where you can add items from any store to a wish list, and then you can go back to those links. So it's basically making a list of links. What? Yeah. Who's murdering? I don't know who's murdering your children. But. Okay. We'll just mute that for now. I don't want to know what happened. We won't talk about it. I wasn't here. So yeah, Valerie, if you could get in that video, that would be great. I didn't even think about that. That would have been great for our other webinar as well.
Here's the wish list one, and then I'll post the extension one that you made as well right here after.
Okay, so the questions, can you lay out the best strategy or tactics that newbies need to keep in mind to have a successful RA Black Friday campaign? I'm interested in timing / schedule and types of items to look for in stores and types of items to avoid at all costs. Oh, geez, okay. So, I'm sorry, did I miss something? I don't know what BFN is. Okay, so, oh, we're talking about, sorry, Vicki, we're talking about BF Ads, which, bfads.net, which is Black Friday ads. And if you go to bfads.net, which is the site we're on, we're looking at Walmart, it has basically every leaked Black Friday ad out there. So you'll know what, you can look right now and see all the Black Friday ads that are going to come out on Thanksgiving morning. Do your research on all of those sites. I know for a fact there's over 100, and some of those ads have upwards towards 2,000 different items listed on it. So, you know, there's a ton of stuff that you can be researching right now. Yeah, actually, the first one is for the Amazon wish list. That probably wouldn't apply here, but the Amazon Assistant extension is great for you guys. So you can actually add, it's linked to your Amazon wish list, but you can add items to a wish list from any website you're on. So you can be on Target or Walmart or any of the other things that have the link sites, the linked ads, and you can add these to a separate wish list. And then when they come available, you can just go to those links whenever the ad starts for that site. And like we were saying, Thursday, the Walmart ad is going to start at 6 p.m., but that's going to be different for every different store.
Oh, he's showing us how to link stuff.
Oh. Let me just.
What's going on?
Molly.
Wait a minute.
Oops. Hi, how are
Yeah.
you? Hi, Lolly. How you doing? I'm going to go ahead and mute you there. I don't know why people aren't being muted when they come in, but I assume you just came in. Yeah, bfads.net. This is a great site, and then you can use that Amazon Assistant. It's a Chrome extension, of course, but it's called Amazon Assistant. I did make a video walking you guys through how to use it, and then even if the site doesn't have an extension, I actually didn't even think about using it for this. Valerie just brought that up. Good job. You're not paying attention, but good job. And then you can add, you can make a wish list for any of these sites. And the last we checked, we're going to run it again, but the last we checked, there was over 100 different sites that are supported on bfads.net. So we're going to be back. Oops.
So were those both the videos, or did you want a different one up there?
No, that second one was perfect. So, not everything, obviously there's phones, there's, you have to research the products. And like we said in our other, the other training we did, you have to use common sense. A lot of these products may not have been available yet. So if you know it's a good product, if it has a good brand behind it, it's like if you buy, you see Nikes, but they have no rank and they were just uploaded 3 days ago onto Amazon, you know that item's going to sell. You see Nikes or Reeboks or Adidas or, whatever the brand is, it's going to sell. It's a brand people are going to search for. It's a product people are going to search for. Just because it doesn't have a good rank, it's just because it doesn't have a good rank yet. And there's a lot of products that get released on Black Friday, between Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and, Small Business Saturday, and everything in between. So all that stuff is going to be there and be, they're going to be good sellers, but, you just have to use common sense. Is it something that's going to sell? Just because it hasn't been available yet doesn't mean it's not, you're not going to sell out of it. And you're not going somewhere, you're not going to be able to buy 200 of anything. You're only going to be able to buy a handful of them. And, we easily hit multiple Walmarts. It's not hard to do. We're going to go to Walmarts and Targets and Toys R Us and all that. And there's still going to be a ton of stuff to buy, hours afterwards and even into the next day. On Black Friday, we're still finding great products to buy. So, don't think you have to be there waiting in line when the items, when the Black Friday sale starts, because you really, really don't. There's a ton of great products that are going to be worth buying that just aren't, that people aren't fighting over. They're fighting over a handful of products, and that's, really about it. And once again, for all the people that, have been slowly creeping in a half hour late, we're at bfads.net. bfads.net has over 100 different stores that have all the leaked ads. Basically, every ad that's been leaked is going to be available. Well, see, there we're going to try and do both. We're going to buy, the good thing about Walmart and a lot of these other stores, you can buy stuff online. So unless it says online only or in-store only, most of these stores, including Walmart, are going to have all this stuff available online. So we're going to try and buy it online. And if we can't buy it online, or if we wanted more, then we're going to buy it in the store, because, it's going to start out at usually midnight. So what they say is all day. So midnight on Thursday, this stuff is going to be available on Walmart.com. And then at 6 p.m. Thursday night, it's going to be available in the stores. So, the answer is both. We're going to buy whatever we can. And then, we're going to buy whatever we can again when we go to the store. The things that, you're going to be able, people are going to be going after what they want first, whatever they want the most first. So you do the same thing. There's going to be a giant line for a TV. Maybe you try and get that online, because you're going to be able to do an order and then maybe order something else, but you're not going to be able to order 10 things, 20 things, because you need to order and check out, or somebody else can get it, because the shopping cart really doesn't mean anything until you paid for it on Walmart.com. So you have to order it, pay for it, check out as quick as you can, and then you're going to have to go and do it with something else. So, I would focus on what's most important to you. If you need a TV, there's going to be a million people fighting for those TVs in the store. You might want to try and get that online, or, whatever you think is the most important, you do that, or have it open in a couple different windows, or, whatever it is you need to do to get what you want. And then, try and get something else, and try and get something else. And then, wow, that thing is a big toy. And then you're going to move on to, to the next thing. And that's the same thing we do in the store. We really aren't fighting it out with anybody in the store, because, for one thing, we're usually coming after everybody else. And then, we're getting the things that there's plenty of. Oh my.
What?
I know what somebody's getting for Christmas.
No.
Don't worry, it's not for you. It's for your 2-year-old kid.
God.
He needs a basketball hoop, bro. On a trampoline.
God. Oh, my brain. My heart. My stress level. My insurance policy.
Yes, John. I think they're processing it right now. So if you're talking about the ads file for the paid webinar thing I did with Christopher Grant, yes, we're hoping to have a new one out tomorrow. Now, the stores that, it's a leaked ad, so nothing new will ever be added to those stores. So if you have a number in there, it's not going to get updated, because, the ad is leaked. So either it is or it isn't. But all the ones that have zeros on it, we're hoping that new stores have leaked, and we'll be able to add to those. So, whatever update we're able to do, anything new that's been added to the site, we're going to be able to put out. And I wouldn't probably recommend sending in any, 55-inch giant bears or anything like that. Big does sell, but, there is a limit. Oh, I would, yeah. He's already got drums. Right, Val? He's got drums. He needs a bigger drum kit. I would totally take a drum set for Christmas. Somebody wants to get me some drums, I'd be cool with that. Just send them to Valerie. I'll keep them at her house.
Oh, just Wait, hey back.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Sammy like the loudest, biggest karaoke machine possible with like quadruple amps or something.
Okay.
Sing all
Just
day.
remember, whatever you can do, I can do better and bigger.
Send thousands of those little balls. Truckloads is gonna arrive at the house.
I'll have a 3-piece band arrive at your house and serenade you at 2 a.m. So don't think I won't do it. Poop shoes. Everybody needs poop shoes. Kelly, you need some poop shoes?
Absolutely.
What's that new product out? That like poop product that they have? There's like a commercial out for it.
The poop emojis?
No, it's like a commercial. It's like so you can take this like spray with you at any time. And I don't know. It's
Oh, yeah. What's it called, Kelly? The fart spray. We've had that for years.
Liquid
It's called Liquid Ass. It's been out for like 10 years.
putrid smelling.
It is the worst smelling thing ever. I've got some around here somewhere. It's awesome.
There's like a lady though.
Yeah, it's the greatest prank ever. So, hey, somebody gets you mad next time you're shopping in a store, just spray some on them. Great. Just give them a little spritz.
Oh my gosh.
They'll be the stinky one for the rest of the
The
day.
commercial is hilarious, John. She's like, "You're never gonna go like, I don't know, drop the kids off at the pool or something." I don't know what she said, but she's
I don't know if I've ever seen a commercial for it.
we keep it classy around here.
Toilet perfume. Yeah, I've never heard of that. But all right. So, any other questions? Anything we can help you guys do to narrow it down? Remember, number one, make a list. So you narrow your stores down. Research whatever stores you want to do. There is a ton here. I know there's about 160 stores. If we once you go to bfads.net, you can just go. Oh man, I hate this. You go over here to see all stores, hover over stores and see all stores. And here is every single store. Forget about the featured stores at the top. Every store in alphabetical order. And anywhere that, you want to try and source at, is going to be in here. And you go here, you look at the ads, you research which ones, all the products they have, compare it to Amazon. If you use tactical arbitrage, we did put out a training that is amazing. I'm sure John and whoever else signed up for it will attest to it. I mean, it basically automates everything on the site through tactical arbitrage. And it's going to give you the prices that they're going to be on Black Friday, not the current prices. And one thing I can tell you, speaking of T-Mobile, I don't know if it's in the ad, but there is, if anybody uses T-Mobile right now, there is a great deal. You can get 2 lines for free. They're going to pay for the service every month. They just reimburse you, and it's just going to show up as a credit. I just added 3 more lines to my account. And they have a unit now you can put Wi-Fi into your car. So you always have, your car is always a Wi-Fi hotspot. It plugs into your ODB2 port, which is that port where they plug in the device to read your the scan codes on your car. Like if there's a check engine light or something, you go to your auto repair guy and he plugs that box in. Well, now there's a Wi-Fi port you can plug in. They're going to pay the monthly fees for you. They're going to give you the thing. And you get 6 gigs for free. I got 2 of them, one for me, one for Valerie, and they mail them to you, but it's going to be great. So you have Wi-Fi. It basically doesn't cost you anything else if you're a T-Mobile member. But I do, and I think that's available everywhere. I'm not exactly sure, but I want to show you this deal right here. We actually got I have somebody who works there, so they're getting me a deal on these. If you know what Mophie is, I've been recommending these to people for years. Mophie is it's the battery case where you can charge it up and you put your phone into it. It's a regular case if it ever loads. And what it's going to do is when your battery goes dead, you can just turn it on and it's going to act like a charger, but it's all in a case. It's not something that you, an external thing you got to plug in. So what they're doing, these are, it's actually not taking us to it. So if I click there, it just takes us right through. So it's not taking us to the page. But if you can see right here in the picture, there's a mini power station. These retail for $59.99. Amazon sells them for about $32. I'm not sure if they're a seller on it or not, but I got like a dozen of these coming from my guy there. He's going to hold them back, but they're for Black Friday. So they're selling on Amazon for $32. I think the rank's a little high because I don't think anybody knows about them. But Mophie is like the brand to look at. Let's go to Amazon here. Oops, that's not the Amazon page. The last time I looked, I think Amazon was selling them for $32. So they're going to be selling for $9.99, which is a great thing. And it's it's great for you, great to give for gifts, great to sell on Amazon. It's a mini. And I don't know, the one I seen was gold. I'm not sure if they're all gold. But I mean, you can look that up yourself. I'm not sure what other deals they have. He told me they're going to have hundreds of them at every store. The LG Tone Pro 760s, $30 off. I'm not sure what the price is going to be there, but I know the Tone Pros are going to be $25 if you're allowed to sell LG products. And I don't know what other kind of deals they're going to have, but they're going to have a ton of deals. If you're at the mall sourcing, I know that's going to be a great deal. And I mean, my phone's always dying. I'm always on my phone, obviously answering all your questions. We have several of these actually. I don't have this one, but I will, after Friday. And I'm going to give these away as gifts to some people. Maybe we'll do some giveaways for them. But that's a great deal. It's good for yourself, good for reselling. So there's going to be a ton of stuff here that you're going to want yourself, you want to sell. Think about Christmas gifts. We still have to buy gifts for people, gift cards, and don't forget your gift cards and your cash back. Always check out Card Bear. You're doing all your research ahead of time. So, you should be buying tonight or tomorrow. You should be buying all of your, you should be getting your gift cards now. Go to Card Bear, go find what the best prices are. And start getting your gift cards so you can be prepared. If you're going to Walmart, get Walmart gift cards, or Ross or TJ Maxx or Lowe's, or wherever you're going to be sourcing at. And I think that's all I got to talk about for Black Friday. So if you have any questions, I mean, you guys should have a ton of questions about what what your plans are. So. Caesar, I don't know what cardboard is, so Card Bear, no. Okay. Card Bear is a site that checks out all the gift card sites. Cashback Monitor monitors all the different cashback sites. So two different things. Cashback, it can only be used online, of course, and Card Bear is going to show you the different sites, and neither one of them sell anything. Cashback Monitor doesn't have any discounts they do themselves, and Card Bear doesn't sell any gift cards. They only, are monitoring all the sites and showing you what the best thing. There's a question that relates directly to if somebody bought my, not mine, but Christopher Grant and my, the course we did on the Black Friday ads, which would be, running the custom site with BF ads. So if you didn't get that, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but he wants to know when the best time to do research, and I guess this doesn't apply to that, but when's the best time to do a search in tactical arbitrage, if you have that. If not, when is the best time to research it? And that would be right now. Do it as quickly as you can, because if you're running a TA scan on, on BF ads, it's going against the prices that they're going to be for Black Friday. So prices aren't going to fluctuate. The only thing that's going to change is the prices on the Amazon side. So, do your research now, get the information in as quickly as possible, and, and save your results so you can scan as many stores as you can so you're as informed as possible. So check out everything at Walmart, check out everything at Target that you can now. So, so it's done, because those ads aren't going to change. The prices aren't going to change. The only thing that might change is Walmart, and there's not going to be a big difference between now and Friday on that side. Okay, so Caesar is still going through severe analysis paralysis. I think I'm overcomplicating things. Yeah, Caesar, you're definitely overcomplicating things. Just get out there and buy stuff. Now is the easiest time to find things. Get out, buy it, sell it, get paid, and repeat. Do you recommend spending more than you have in your cash flow if you have the money to get more stuff for Q4? That's different for everybody's business, Vicky. Some people work off of credit cards and pay them off every month. Some people only want to pay with cash. The best advice is always to not spend more than you can afford to lose. But in the end, go. Okay. Don't ever spend more than you can afford to lose. But on the other hand, with Amazon, you very rarely lose. All you're going to lose is some time. So, if you buy something for $50 and, the price tanks, what are you going to get out of it? You're going to get $45 back out of it. So it's not like you're investing in a business and the business, goes belly up and you lost a $10,000 investment. If you're buying products, even if the price tanks on those products, you're still going to get most of your money back out of it. It might tank to where it's selling for what you paid for it, and all you're losing is Amazon fees and 50 cents a pound shipping. So we're not talking about a big loss. And the thing about Black Friday to Cyber Monday and doing retail arbitrage in general is you're spreading all your money out, so wide. I mean, we have 2,000 different SKUs. If the price tanks and I can never sell one of them again, really, who cares? Even if it's a couple hundred, if the price tanks on one thing, it's one thing. You shouldn't be deep in anything, especially on Black Friday. You're not buying 200 of something. You're able to get a couple of them, or you're able to get 10 of them. Even if we fill up 5 shopping carts at a store, which we do all the time, we only have a handful of something. We very rarely, are buying hundreds of them, unless it's something, that we know we can keep selling over and over, or grocery items, or, where we've planned out, to buy 2 or 3 weeks worth at a time. in the end, you're not really losing a ton of money. You know, you never really like lose big. You know, the most thing you're ever going to lose is however much you had to pay in Amazon fees and shipping fees, because usually a price tanking means, you know, you're paying about what you sold. You know, what you're selling it for about what you paid for it. So, you know, I really don't think that as a loss, tanking prices is, and I know you didn't ask about that, but that's, you know, a big part of your question. You know, how much money you made the whole year. You know, if you made $1 million for the whole year, but 20 of your products you lost money on, you know, who cares? Because, you know, you have to look at the big picture on Amazon. Some things you're going to make a lot of money on. Some things you're going to make a little money on. Some things, you know, you'll break even. But, you know, it's the big picture. It's what you end up with at the end of the year that matters. So if you have more winners than losers, you're probably going to be okay. And even if your losers are not really losers, they're just items you may not have broken even on. And I hope that made sense to you, but alrighty. I guess we're done with all our questions. If you have any problems, any questions, you know, if you're ready to buy stuff, if you're outsourcing on Friday, you know, send me a message on Facebook. John, I don't think we're friends on Facebook, but, you know, send me a friend request. Everybody should be friends with me on Facebook. So if you have any questions while you're outsourcing, I'm not going to be here on Cyber Monday. I have a meeting on Monday. My partner, a mastermind member who is our most successful member, is going to be doing the webinar. It'll be at the same time. Christopher Grant's going to be running everything. We're going to be live sourcing for Black Friday, finding deals. He'll share with you links and everything else for all the deals we're finding right on the webinar. Help you out with anything you have for Cyber Monday. And, you know, we'll be sourcing live. So I won't be here next week for the webinar live, but Valerie will be here. Christopher Grant will be here. And any questions, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, you know, if you're outsourcing, you don't know if to buy it, just, you know, take a picture, send me a link, whatever you need to do, and we'll help you, work you through it right there. Yeah. Sorry, we'll have to leave my son. Are you buying this? Yeah, I mean, if it's live, Caesar, then go ahead and buy it if the price is right, because there is stuff that's live, but the prices don't get changed till, you know, till the Black Friday thing starts. I see there are some other questions. I wasn't scrolling. Sorry. Private question: Do you keep a history from last year, the same time period, pricing, your decisions, and okay, your pricing decisions and purchase decisions to avoid products that tank? Yeah, we do look at stuff from last year, but I don't put a whole lot of stock in that because what happened? The products from last year, you know, it may have been a really hot product and, you know, selling for $100 last year and it's, you know, worth 12 this year. Something like Pie Face, you look last year compared to this year, you know, the supply and demand issue. So, you know, we're going to look at it to see how popular it was compared to right beforehand, and we'll, you know, we're going to take it into consideration, but it's not all that we base it on, because what happened last year has nothing to do with what's going to happen this year. Anything we need to know about Cyber Monday, or the same with Black Friday? Cyber Monday is very similar to Black Friday now, because a lot of the Black Friday ads are going to be available online. So we're going to look at that. I would definitely look at BF ads. They do have, I don't know if they have it up yet, but yeah. So actually I should share my screen to show you guys this, but so if you go look at BF ads, if you go to ad scans, you can see all ad scans, but there's Black Friday, there's one for Cyber Monday, there's one for Thanksgiving Day, what they call Black Saturday, which is actually Small Business Saturday. There are some special deals for that. So if you go to Cyber Monday, look at the ad scans, you can see all the sites that are doing it. There's only a handful up here, but I'm sure once they get all the stuff for, I'm sure there's going to be more. Last year there was a ton of these, so you know, check them out here. And if you have my custom thing for BF ads for tactical arbitrage, then you'll be able to scan these as well when they start popping up. You know, so definitely look into, you know, I would get through Black Friday, and then, you know, we shop all through the weekend, but when you have your downtime at home, I would start looking at Cyber Monday deals and ads. And you're going to do it the same as anywhere else. You're going to start researching whatever you can for, you know, to get your deals. I mean, it's all, you know, whatever deal, whatever sale, it's all the same thing. You know, it's, you have to do your research and prepare. You have to do your research and be prepared for before you go into it. So research what products you're going to want to buy. All the Cyber Monday deals are going to be, you know, promoted well in advance. So, you know, Walmart, Target, and everybody else is going to be having Cyber Monday deals they want you to buy online. And, you know, just get out there and do your research, put your list together. And no matter what ad, what time of the year, it works all the same way. John, can tactical arbitrage be programmed to crawl the deal sites like Flick Deals? Flick Deals, not really, because there's not really products being sold. It's just basically messages from a message board that get promoted over to their deal site, and usually it just doesn't you know, mesh well. How do you decide what order you're hitting the stores? Usually we're going to hit, you know, there's a lot of stuff at Walmart, so we're going to hit a few Walmarts first. Then we go over to Target, and we'll hit a few Targets, and then usually the next morning, you know, I'm usually exhausted. That's usually well into the morning. So we usually go to Toys R Us the next day. The Toys R Us, problem with Toys R Us, they do have a lot of good deals, but in the end, it's not worth waiting in line for 3 hours to check out, because, you know, Target will have 30 registers and every register will be open. And Walmart, the only day of the year I ever see every register open. Well, like Christmas Eve and stuff, I'll see it too. But if you go to Toys R Us, they may only have 6 or 8 registers, you know, in total, so they can't open more. So what happens there is they have a queue line that starts at the front door, goes up and down every aisle to get to the registers. And in the end, even hours later, even at midnight when they open at 9, it's still not, you know, something I'm ready to do. I'm not there to wait in line. Right, definitely a big bottleneck. So what we usually do is go the next morning. There's tons of stuff. We've come out, you know, 12 or 15 hours after the Black Friday, you know, sale starts, and we've still had multiple shopping carts full of stuff. You know, there's a ton of stuff. The big thing to remember is what 99% of the people going there for is not the same stuff you're going there for. You know, somebody might be buying one of what, you know, is worth reselling, but, you know, the stuff they want, the TVs, the expensive electronics, all those people waiting in those giant lines that are probably in line right now at Best Buy are waiting for, you know, very high-end products that they're maybe saving $100. It's not worth flipping, because even with the discount, it's not worth selling. So all those people, let them get in and out, and then go in behind them, swoop in behind them, and get all the stuff that you want, and let them fight over the stuff that is not worth reselling. You know, and the way I do it has nothing to do with you. Maybe all the hot stuff that is worth it for you is, is at Toys R Us, and you need to go there first. The only thing you can do is go through all that stuff and decide, go through those ads, decide what is best for your business, what's most important to you, and go to those stores. We have a completely different, business practice from everyone else, at least everyone else in this group. So, we buy liquidation, we buy tons of stuff that just wouldn't work for most people's businesses. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Again, send me a friend request if we're not friends. Send me any questions that you have. If you're out there doing it, send me a message. We will be there to help you. So, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's the biggest problem here is, people are afraid to ask for help. So even if you're out there sourcing or you're online sourcing, whatever you're doing, send me your message, send me a link. Don't even have to give me a big long spiel. Send me a picture of a barcode or send me a link to Amazon or the store. That's all you got to do. I know what you're sending it to me for. So don't waste a whole lot of time. Just, send me the information. I know why you're sending it. You need help, and we're going to help you. Good night.